You are not you. You're me. No shit.
Hightailed it out of there.
Are you crazy? Don't go between them!
Go between them, are you crazy?
Welcome to my home.
Hello. Okay, now I've got microphone. I don't know what happened there. Everything was plugged in, everything was good, and then I put it on the external mic, which you're supposed to, and it looks like I have audio now. But yeah, I didn't have audio. That sucks because I talked about all the stuff I was talking about. So as a recap, the things I'll be watching this weekend is Roman Holiday, Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry on 4K, and Creature from the Black Lagoon. So we're going to be watching those. And we have new merch in the store. And so as I was getting into the spooky season, into that, I am wearing the last year's spooky season merch. And I wanted to watch the Universal Monster stuff. Yeah. Man, yeah, I did that whole opening and no audio. I don't know. All right, well, we're rolling today. I have everything good. It looks like we're gonna have good internet today. So I'm kind of stoked about that. But let me dive into the chat. And there's going to be a million people telling me my audio was off. And of course, we should just leave. You should. Let's see. TMNT, my favorite 90s trilogy next to Back to the Future. Yeah, I would definitely agree. I would definitely put it up there. And Back to the Future second or third easily. TMNT, we went to the movie theater last night. We saw the first one in the theaters. That for me was a great experience. 35 years later, finally being able to see it in the movie theater, and it was enjoyable. Now, in the very beginning of it, it felt like first time watching this crowdfunding thing where they found like tons of deleted scenes and Turtle Power documentary years ago. They're now crowdfunding, documentary, but it's expensive. I think it's like $90 for the documentary Blu-ray, and then you can get like a $200 option, and then like there's another Blu-ray that had like more deleted scenes and more features and more stuff, and that was like over $100. Then there was a coffee table book, and so like all in, it's like extremely expensive. But I was like, I remember picking up that Turtle Power DVD at the dollar store. So I'm like, I don't know if I was like, I kind of want all that stuff. And so that's what they were advertising before. And in that advertising, it felt like it was like commentary stuff because like that's how they played it. And then at the very end of that, they were like, oh, and we're crowdfunding this on Crowdbacker or Backer Kit or something. And then it was kind of cool. But seeing the movie in the theaters was great. Let's see. Got that. If it wasn't for the amazing mustache and beard, I would be able to read those lips. Yeah, I do. That's something that I get in. I've been really maintaining it lately. I've been making sure I put in the beard oil on a regular basis to make sure it's luxurious. Yeah. Yeah, we have can't hear anything. Audio coming in. We got the audio now. There he is. Yeah. Can you repeat everything you said? Yes. So what I was saying was I was working on new merch for the store. We got the spooky season stuff going on, but I got a lot of new merch. And in that, we're going to retire a ton of stuff. So all the old designs I've already retired and archived a lot of that older stuff. And we're just going to roll forward into the new season. There's a lot of new merch coming out. There's still stuff that I have planned, and not to overload everybody. Like I didn't want to, put it all out all at once. And so, but we are going to be deleting that. And then these were the three movies that I was watching this weekend. Roman Holiday, because I love Audrey Hepburn, and this one here, Clint Eastwood, the 4K. I was saying that I've only ever had it on VHS, so this is going to be a huge upgrade for me and an enjoyable revisit, I hope. And Creature from the Black Lagoon. What I had said about that was, I love all the Universal Monster movies, and we're going to be revisiting those. Last night we revisited The Invisible Man. Today we're going to be doing Creature from the Black Lagoon. And as far as the monsters themselves go, Creature from the Black Lagoon is my absolute favorite. But the movie, even though I rank it high, if I were to actually sit down and rank all those Universal Monster movies, I rank it really high, but it's not my all-time favorite. I think Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein go um, above Creature. But then so that would probably make third, I think. But as the monster goes, it's my favorite monster. That's what I was saying. Now this is a great morning. Drinking imported Peruvian coffee, making spam and eggs, and hanging with you fine people. Yes, it is a fine morning. Fine morning. Disappointed TMNT is limited edition set and $100. I just want the first one, and I can't do a standard edition. It's going to sell out like Conan the Barbarian, isn't it? I feel that it is, and so like I have spoke on this that I'm pretty much done with pre-orders for most things, but there's like a select few things, especially if I feel it's gonna sell out. Am I like too short today? If I feel it's going to sell out, or if it's something that like Turtles, like it's one of my all-time favorite things. I've been talking about it all year long. I actually was betting my money that Umbrella Entertainment was going to be putting this out, but yeah, I was all year long. I was expecting them to release the first movie back in theaters, and that a 4K was coming, and we knew that the 4K was coming. I did not expect the trilogy. Now, unlike you, I love all three movies. I think the first one is the greatest and the best, and as I watch them, the third one gets watched the least amount in the house, but I still like the movie, and so I'm glad that I'm getting all three. And it is expensive. Like I'm not gonna beat around the bush on it. It is kind of pricey, but for me, it's totally worth it. Like I budgeted for this one. I expected it, and I feel like I don't need it. I don't need it. I already have the original box on pre-order, but I feel like I want to double dip and get that other box, and there's that. And so I honestly feel it's going to sell out just like Conan did, which is it's unfortunate because like I struggled to get the Conan set, and then I finally got the 4K, the first one on 4K, through eBay. I ended up getting it through eBay, but I ended up getting a scalper price, but it wasn't too much more than the original price. So it wasn't like crazy expensive, but at the time, like they were double and triple, and I couldn't pay that, and it was very unfortunate. So I spent probably a good 6 months because I missed out on the Conan set. So I would say like if you really want it, you really want that first one, it might be worth grabbing all three. But I've always said that collecting is a marathon, it's not a race. And I suspect that other people will be putting this out as well. We see that all the time with releases, but this is a big release. And so it being limited, I expect, I don't know if Imprint would put it out, but I would definitely pick it up if Imprint did. But I kind of suspect Umbrella is going to put it out. They put out the Blu-rays a few years back, and then like I said before, like it wasn't in like the big over expensive 4K edition, and it wasn't one of those. It was just like a regular case with all three movies in it, and then they did a separate release just for that first one, and it wasn't like this big overproduction thing. So I kind of suspect that Umbrella will still be putting out a 4K at some point, but I have no information on that. That's just my speculation. So, I mean, you could wait. I've waited on many things that I kind of wish I got the original, or when it was announced, like everybody's got that FOMO going on. Everyone's talking about it. I'm super excited, and I don't get it. And then like 6 months, a year later, another company is putting it out. And so it's not that big of a deal. Let's see. I have to shave due to my job. Yeah, I did for years. I was in the Navy, and then I got out. And so after I got out of the Navy, I have not shaved since. And it was because I had to shave every single day for 6 years. And before I joined the Navy, I always had facial hair. Never this big. Like I never had like a big giant beard, but I always had like big mutton chops or like something going on. And it was that. But it was always like to the face. Like it was always like nice and tight because at that time before the Navy, like every single job had that attitude towards men's facial hair. It had to be nice and kept and neat, and basically you had to see skin through the follicle hairs, and I was just like, it's not for me. So the minute I got out of the Navy, I stopped shaving. Excited for the Florida Project 4K. Yes. Yes. Don't shave it. Adolfo resist. Yeah. I was like, look for a new job. I mean, like, don't do anything rash, but I definitely, like that was when I first got out of the Navy. Like that was what I was looking for. Any job that would allow me to have the big beard, and those are the jobs I took. Favorite of Audrey, Roman Holiday, and Sabrina. Yes, yes, I like them both. Um, I don't know which one I like better, and so like I'll have to rewatch Roman Holiday. 'Cause I did this like a while ago. Somebody asked me, and I was like, I don't know. I like them both. I like them both. I love Sabrina. I think it's a fantastic movie. Um, I wish, man, but I have to. I get it. I get it, brother. I get it. Buying the Arrow, TMNT, and Umbrella too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If Umbrella puts out like a nice big set, oh, I would double dip in a heartbeat. Heartbeat. But I already have the OG cover on pre-order, and I did it through Amazon because I'm moving, and we're not sure exactly where we're moving in Colorado yet. We haven't picked our house, and at that time, I don't know if I can change anything. So if I order through Arrow, I'm just gonna have it sent to TJ, and have that. But through Amazon, through that one, I know I can change the order. I can change the address and stuff. I can do it anytime. So that one I'm not worried about, and it's being released in December. So that's the thing, is because when we move, we're moving like the very end of. I don't know if we're going to be here October 31st or not, but like the very beginning of November, we're going to be moving. So, speaking of Umbrella, the huge Never-Ending Story replica movie book cost about $225. Yikes! Yeah, that's what it was. That's what Imprint put out. So Umbrella's putting out one now, or we're talking about that Imprint one that's back there, because that was about that price. But that's another thing. Like I don't do that all the time, but I mean, like, my core favorites. There's nostalgia. There's reasons for it, and I do love that big giant set. Um, but like if every movie was coming out in like these big giant ridiculous sets, there's no way I'd pick them all up. And so the God bless the collectors that do, because that's just something I don't think I could do chunky box sets through every single movie. I was fully expecting the full Turtles trilogy, but I thought it was only going to be the first one um, that would be 4K and the other two on Blu-ray. Oh, that's a thought process I didn't have either. Like I honestly thought they were just going to put out the first one on 4K, because I was fully expecting this to be either a studio release or Umbrella. And then I expected them to go way over the top with that, and then not necessarily milk out the other two, because like I that mentality of they like the first one, and the first two don't sell as copies as the first one always does. So then I expected them to put out a trilogy and milk it like just like Nightmare on Elm Street did, and that's what I was really expecting. And I expected it to either come from studio or but I'm glad with Arrow Video. I am glad. Yeah, I didn't think it's 100% they would have did that. I just didn't think of that. It's likely a case of you want one, you gotta take two in. Yes. Now, and like I said, so I saw two in theater, and so there's some nostalgia there for me. See that one in theater, and I got to see that without my brother, and so it was a good experience. But as far as like the first one is just freaking amazing. I absolutely love it. And then the second one is fun. And then the third one, it's good. It's a good revisit for me. It's one of the ones that every year. Like Turtles, watched year easy, and then one usually gets played around like once, but then that third, we're talking like every couple of years it gets a revisit. Umbrella have been putting out quite a few movies recently that both Arrow and Scream have been doing. So yeah, they probably will do Turtles too. Yeah, I wholeheartedly expect it. But like I said, I have no knowledge on that. That's just 100% speculation. But yeah, I kind of expect it. Well, hey there, Navy bro. I'm USMC. Nice, nice. Thanks for the good for good food, big boots and or big boats and hauling us around. Yes, yes. Well, appreciate it, brother. Yeah, it was a good time. Good 6 years. TJ, I take a huge umbrella or imprint release of TMNT and I'd buy that so fast. Oh, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Like if they're gonna throw all that stupid tchotchke stuff in there, like they did with Terrifier, with like the pillows and all that like weird crap, I'm in. I'm in. Turtles. It is probably 100% nostalgia, but like that's a movie. Like my glasses look crooked. That's a movie that I've like watched tons of times throughout my entire life, but I've showed my kids, I've introduced that to the family and stuff. And so it's one of the ones and it's one of the few movies that my wife enjoys. And so that was fun. Cuz like I thought we were going to see it at the theater down the road and then yesterday morning she had to get up at like 4 a.m. and she had to do work stuff like early and so then by the time she got out I was like, oh, bad news, like the movie's not playing down the road, it's playing like across town, so we had to drive all the way across town, go to the mall, do that whole thing, and it was quite a bit further, and it was later at night, and so I was like, she's been up since 4, she's probably not going to want to go, and it's Turtles, so we ended up going, she ended up going. It was a good time. Uh, let's see. Did you get Midnight Cowboy from 4K from Imprint? No, no, I did not. I did not. What is Midnight Cowboy? Is that the one I don't like? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, so no, I got the Criterion version. I don't like that movie. I was like, I thought I would. I thought I would. It's a good movie. It's a well-made movie. I just didn't like it. And I was like, I don't know if it's one of those ones that like, if I revisit it a different time in my life, like I might enjoy it more. But I mean, that iconic scene that I'm walking here that's been used in everything. Like, I was familiar with that. Like, so I'd been familiar with the movie. I was stoked to get it. I got it on Criterion, and then I watched it, and it's just not a me movie. I definitely tried. So I did. I skipped the imprint version. I do have the Criterion. My typo. Imprint. Yes. Breakfast at Tiffany's. I have that on Laserdisc of all things. Nice, nice. I like the cover art. I probably paid $10 for it, and it is and I like classic movies and Audrey. Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan, and I was like, I'm a Laserdisc aficionado. I'm really getting into Laserdisc. I have quite a few, especially thanks to TJ who sent me tons of stuff from Japan, including Breakfast at Tiffany's. So I was like, I'm stoked to have that. It's definitely if in all of the Audrey films, like that's my absolute favorite. It's my absolute favorite. I think I like if I were to rank real quick, like if I were to just kind of rank them, it would be Breakfast at Tiffany's, and then Sabrina, then My Fair Lady, and then probably double check. Nope. Did it end? Um, yeah, it seems like I'm back now. I don't know if you guys are back. Yeah, like a bunch of people, because it went out. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. No, no. Yeah, my internet. I don't know what happened because the whole entire time it was still recording on this, and it was showing that there was an upload of 75%, and so the quality probably wasn't that great, but it was still recording on this end, and then for whatever reason, like I went to try to load, like because like on the iPad here it froze and it stuck, and then but over here I was still good, and then I went to just I was like, let's just muscle through this and talk about what we're going to talk about, and I went to load the page, and then I had absolutely no internet. So I'm glad we're back. Let's see, what do we got? Andrew, good morning, brother. Good morning. Have you seen the Jurassic Park movies with Dolby Vision? I'm trying to decide if it's worth upgrading to the Steelbooks. I have the HDR set. Many thanks. I have I just have the HDR on that as well. I did not upgrade to the Dolby Vision. But I have gone through, and I mean, like everybody has a different opinion on that. But I have the Panasonic UB9000. I also have a Sony OLED television. And so I have what I would consider more reference quality equipment. And I've gone through because there's been a few movies where people have complained about the Dolby Vision. You can actually find a ton of stuff on Reddit about that. But I mean, everybody's TV is different. Everybody's player is going to be different. And so like there's different variables for why. And then maybe the way they have their whole thing set up color wise and stuff. And so I was looking into that, and then I noticed that the certain players, people complain about certain players having problems, especially the Panasonics, on certain discs with Dolby Vision. And the one where I actually noticed it was Risky Business, the Criterion, with the Dolby Vision on. There's definitely several scenes where it's like super bright, and then as soon as it like clicks over to the next scene, it's not as bright, and so it's very jarring. But on HDR, when I turn the Dolby Vision off, it's an enjoyable experience through the entire movie. And it wasn't just like once, it was like several scenes. And then so people complained about stuff like that. And then I just recently have been just watching a lot of stuff with the Dolby Vision turned off and just enjoying the HDR. So I mean, it might boil down to personal preference because what was it? I talked about it before too. It was um, Bram Stoker's Dracula. So the original 4K was put out, it just had HDR. Then they did the Steelbook, and it had Dolby Vision. And trying to compare those two side by side, and like trying to really like I really was not seeing a huge difference. Like maybe like when the green smoke comes through the room, maybe that was like brighter. It's just like, but very like it just, the differences weren't like jumping out at me, and so like I've just been enjoying the HDR and been watching it that way, and I haven't turned my Dolby Vision back on. So I don't know. I mean, I think you might be fine with that, but I was like, I don't think the either way. I don't think the double dip is like, oh my god, the Dolby Vision was totally worth it. I think if it's like one of those things, if you had it, you turn it on, maybe you have a preference, but I don't know if it's that big of a jump. Any idea why Detroit Rock City Blu-ray release from July is hard to find? I end up going to MoveZing, but couldn't find it anywhere else. I have no clue. Let's see. Detroit Rock City. Because that was one that I was thinking about picking up at some point, but like, yeah, it had that older release. Yeah. It's definitely hard to find. It's sold out. I guess they probably just didn't make enough because the option is buy it on eBay. I'm sure you can find it somewhere, but it's that same. It looks like the same cover as the other one, and then yeah, the original one from 2015 on Amazon price is $90. That is crazy, man. I wish I picked that up a while ago. That's one I thought I had time on. That's one I thought I had time on. Yeah, you aren't getting much else aside from the awesome case. I think that's the issue. I think they're doing that to then kind of people to justify the double dip. Like, oh, you're getting Dolby Vision too, because that's what I got with the Bram Stoker. I got the amazing Steelbook, and it falls in my top five. So I didn't mind grabbing the Steelbook on that, but then I have it in a protective case, which I hate that. If I just have that one movie and I have to like take it out of the protective case to then be careful with it. It's just it's a whole thing. But it is an awesome case. It does have the Dolby Vision, so I was like, if you want to justify the double dip on that, that's pretty much where you're at. Let's see, what do we got? I'm a hypocrite because today I totally double dipped and I have a whole bunch of steelbooks. Yeah, yeah, I was like, I'm in that same boat, and I was like, but I'm still maintaining like super special editions core favorites. So if it's just a standard single release and it doesn't fall in my top 5, my top 10 maybe, but clearly my top 5, I'm not getting it. I've looked elsewhere. I've just skipped it. And then what was it somebody TJ sent me a Van Damme movie on Steelbook because he said I had to have it, and I wasn't going to get it just because it was Steelbook only. And so there that has been a thing too. The Steelbook only has been a very frustrating thing. But then if it comes in the protective box, like a protective case, if it comes in a big chunky thing and then the Steelbook is inside it, 100% gonna grab that. If it's one of my like favorites, something I have to have, and then same thing. So that's why he's like Nightmare on Elm Street, that Steelbook. I was like, I didn't feel like a hypocrite then, but like if I just started buying random single editions because I had to have it or I wanted to review it, then I would definitely feel like a hypocrite. Let's see. Uh, when that pre-ordering comes back and bites you in the ass, yeah, that is a thing. That is definitely a thing. But I was like, I'm fine with it. Like Detroit Rock City is a movie I'd like to have, but not at the $90 price tag. And then I'm not even gonna bother to try to check what's on eBay right now. So it's one of those things. Like I would probably rather pick up a DVD for $1 at that point. Um, but yeah, the pre-ordering, I get it. There's a reason for it, but it was biting me in the ass the other way. That's why I stopped doing it in the first place. Like I was ordering way too much. I would do the pre-order and then I was getting like hundreds of movies at a time because like as I'm getting the pre-order and now I got to wait for that. I'm like, what else can I get? And so I was, not really losing control, but I was definitely uh, spending over my budget and stuff that I was like, it's not where I want to be in life. Going forward, I'm holding off on pre-ordering any title that had a previous Blu-ray release until I can see reviews and I can justify there's some great improvement to justify the purchase. Yeah, there have been some great Blu-rays. Now, there are definitely Blu-rays that needed a 4K upgrade, and I had said that before. I've done it on a few of my reviews where some of them are amazing, some of them are a huge jump, but there's a lot of 4Ks in my collection that going from the Blu-ray to that 4K, it's a very minor slight uptick, and the Blu-ray was great. The Blu-ray was really awesome, and so there's no new special features. Like the audio is the same, and not always. Sometimes you get Atmos, sometimes you get more special features. But I'm just saying, in general, there was a lot of 4Ks that wasn't giving you anything extra other than the 4K image. And sometimes it wasn't even like a full remaster. Sometimes it was just an upscale. And so you're literally looking at not a night and day difference from like DVD or VHS to 4K. You're looking at a very small uptick. And so like I've uh I've been wary on that, but I was like I still buy 4Ks if I don't have the movie in the collection. Like I prefer the 4K. But then there's certain things like Turtles. I had to pre-order. Like there's no way. Like I think that's going to sell out. It's one of my favorites. I was going to buy it anyway. So I was like, that one I was going to pre-order. But for the most part, I'm done on the pre-orders, and I've been sticking to that save for a few things. And then sometimes TJ can twist my arm, which is the only reason I have Nightmare on Elm Street Steelbook coming, because he said, bro, you got to get it. He was not wrong. He was not wrong. Movie Zing site has Detroit Rock City still for $20. Okay, I'll go there. I'll go there. That's a new site to me. They sell a lot of Warner Blu-rays. Movie Zing. Okay, I'll check it out. It's like a legit site, or like, are we talking like, I don't know, like the Sloppy Seconds site where they're burned copies. Was very lucky to grab 4K Dollars Trilogy from Orbit last week. Can't wait until the Kino set. Heard the Arrow set is worth the worthwhile upgrade. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's worth the upgrade. I never got the other one, and so I'll probably pick these Arrows up. Like, I wanted to go to Barnes and Noble this week, or this weekend, like and like maybe today, and then see what they had, and I'll record it this time. Like, I normally don't do the out and about traveling record. I think I've done one, but I've never done a Barnes and Noble one or a Criterion one. So I was like, maybe I'll do that today. I think it'll be fun, and then see if they have the Dollars Trilogy. See if they have any of them. Just checked on Walmart. Thank you. Yeah, I quit yeah, I think I have the same pre-orders. Seems like Kino Lorber is releasing a lot of mediocre 4K catalog titles, cash grab for sure. Yeah, that is also a thing. Like, so on a Kino title, and I was like, I like them. I like Kino, so I'm not ragging on them. Am I still there? Let's see. Yeah, I have internet. I have internet again. So I was like, it looks like I'm frozen over there, but I have internet. Oh, now we're at 0. Yeah, I have internet over here, and I went down to 0 upload. So I was like, not sure what's going on again. Let's see. Movie Zing is legit. They sell Warner Bros. Blu-rays a few times a year for big sales. They partner with WB. Nice. I will be there. I will check it out. Arrow is my top boutique. They aren't batting 1,000, but darn close. Yeah, they're pretty rock solid. Pretty rock solid. And the few things that actually people complained about that there was issues with, I kind of skipped those titles, and so like it wasn't a huge issue for me. But yeah, big fan of Arrow. Always have been. They're definitely up there. Yeah, good luck getting the Dollars Trilogy limited set. They're selling out fast all around. Yeah, I mean, it's like worst case scenario, I don't have it. I'm always fine picking up a VHS or a DVD. And there's that. And so like I only have the one on Blu-ray. And that's it. I don't have all of them. Got that. Talked about that. There's that. Yeah. So We're all caught up. It says yeah, I don't know what's going on with this internet today. And I don't know if it's, and this time, I don't know if it's on their end because now I'm sending it, the upload is 85%, but it's showing solid internet on my side. So maybe it's the site I'm using. But let's try to get through this. What do we have? So we talked about Detroit Rock City. That's one I have to track down there. But this is one, 88 Films. And I think we talked about it last week or recently. But I think I'm going to snag this one. I skipped the U.S. release here. Let's share the screen. Let's see. So we share the screen. And Hackers. So this is one. This is a 4K that it's a movie that I haven't revisited since the 90s. And so this is something that I'm pretty sure it's like pure 90s nostalgia. I'm pretty sure it's a time capsule of that time period in life, and especially how they thought teenagers were back then. So it's something that I'll be looking forward to diving back into, but it's a movie that I have not seen in probably 30 plus years. So that's something that I'm interested. I might pick that one up. I have to double check what's going on. But I'm interested. I'm interested. It comes out in September. Yeah, so I don't have a lot of things that I already have my eyeball on in September, other than the bigger sets, the stuff I have on pre-order. But yeah, so this one might be a solid pickup for sure. Let's see. You can still get the good, the bad, and ugly in Fnac. Oh, okay. I like Fnac. I get that one. Let's see. Hackers, love it. Yeah, it was like that's one I remember liking it as a kid. Like I said, I only saw it the one time and I have not revisited it since. And it's not for like lack of trying. Like it's just one of those things that I've never had it like in front of my face. And so, now we order stuff online and it's there. But I was like, when this was released on 4K, they were still being sold at Best Buy, and the standard edition was sold out, and the Steelbook only was there. And that was right around that time where I was kind of hemming and hawing and feeling like, I didn't want to get steelbooks anymore, because not only did they get damaged, or, sometimes you open them brand new in the store and there's like dents and dings and stuff that were hidden by the paper. But then my kid's not super, she's 8. She's not super cautious with certain things. I was like, so yeah, steelbooks were getting really messed up in the house, and so I just kind of was putting a kibosh on those, and so I didn't get it. But that was like, I think, the only time that had really been like I've been at the store and it's like Hackers was right there. Have not seen Hackers in a long time. Yeah, morning, Dan. I haven't talked to you in forever. We should hang out. I'll send you a link after this stream. We should hang out. We haven't, unless you don't want to. I was like, it don't matter to me, but miss you, brother. Yeah, so we got the Hackers there, and then yeah, that's one I'd like to revisit. The 88 Films. I always like I like their packaging. I like what they do. The few that I have are great. We got that, and now here's one. Now I'm not going to grab it, but I do have to point out I love the movie. Oh, did I lose internet again? Ah, man. All right. So I love this movie, and so we're talking about Meatballs. Let me move over here. There we go. No, that's not it. There we go. All right, so I love this movie, but the Steelbook, I think they knocked this out of the park. So you have the original movie poster, the original art that they had, and I love those painted movie posters. But the back is the back, and I was like, that's awesome. Now that's not the first time that's ever been done, but I think that's the first time I've ever seen it on Meatballs. And so if I were to grab a Steelbook this year that was just a simple plain one, it would be this one. But I'm not going to. I do love the film. I think the artwork is amazing, but I am sticking to my guns on it's got to be in some kind of like chunky box set or some more protected, and it has to like fit my top favorites. And so Meatballs probably falls in my top 100 favorite films of all time. If we were just to do comedies, it might make the cut for top 25. But it's an all-time favorite summertime flick. I actually put it on. I ripped it to my hard drive, and it's one of the movies we will be watching when we go camping. That is already a plan. So yeah, I do love Meatballs. I think this is fantastic. And you are getting a new stereo mix, plus the original mono track, which is great. But you're also getting new Ivan Reitman, head counselor, new Sound of the Summer, new establishing shot with Jason Reitman, new casting camp, original 78 casting sessions. I actually like those. I like those a lot to see who could have been in those spots, or just the original audition tapes for, people that got in the movies. And so yeah, that's something I've always appreciated, and I'm glad they're adding that in there. So that's really cool. And you're not just getting the same old, same old, same old. And I think on my version of the movie, I don't think there's any real special features. So yeah, that's something. I guess it's unfortunate it's only a steelbook only, but I'm glad it's getting released. It is one of my favorites. All right, let's see what do we got. And then there's a few things here. Daybreakers. Although I want to get the umbrella. I want to get the umbrella version. But this one here is another one, steelbook only, coming from Lionsgate. Another one. I think that the art is fantastic, and I like the movie. I think this is great. I think it's a very underrated movie, but you're getting a lot of new stuff with this. And again, I'm glad that they're adding all the new stuff in. You're getting new on set, Daybreakers, stunt department, makeup effects, all that stuff. Yeah, I think that the special features, they look top notch. I mean, but they could only be a few minutes. Like, it would be great if they were like 20 minutes, an hour long. I like that type of stuff. But there have been times where you get some of those new special features and it's only like 3 minutes or 6 minutes. And so while I still appreciate it, I'm like, is it worth that double dip? And I was like, for me, I'm going to get the umbrella set. This one here, I'm skipping, even though the special features are intriguing. And then what else do we have? Yeah, I think that was it. I think that was it for all the things that I was like super stoked about, except for where's the Imprint stuff? Here it is. Imprint Films, their October announcement. So they already had 8 films coming out for I believe for October, and then we have these scary movies, horror movies, things I'm excited for, things I didn't have. Like, so Carrie, I had this 100% Carrie 1976. It's getting a nice big chunky box set, it looks like. I think, let's see, let me double check. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a slip cover, the slip box set. It looks like it's getting. So I have to double check those. Where do those things go? There it is. Here it is, down here. Yeah, so it's getting, it looks like just the slip box set, which I'm totally fine with, but you are getting some of these extras here, and that's always exciting. I like that type of stuff. Carrie is a great film. One of my favorites. I love to revisit this during the spooky season, definitely in October, one of my favorites. And I don't dislike the new one. I don't dislike the new one. I like that Chloe Grace Moretz, but that original, I think, is just top notch. And so this is something I'll be picking up for sure. Oh, it's coming with a limited edition lenticular hard case. So that's pretty solid. And then this one, Twins of Evil. Now, I've heard about this one. It's a Hammer film, I believe. It's a nice big chunky box set, it looks like, because there's a line going right across there. So it looks like it's coming in a nice chunky box set. You're getting a book with this one. And I might pick it up because it's a Hammer film. It's something I've never seen before, but I'm a big fan. I like the Hammer stuff, and I have wanted to add more in to the collection. As far as Hammer films go, I have a couple of the Frankenstein ones, and I have, I think, all of the Dracula ones. And so, yeah, that's something I'd like to add to the collection for sure. And then this one, The Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Now, when this was put out, I don't know who put this out. I don't know if Kino put this out, but somebody put it out on 4K, and I skipped it altogether. But this one I'm going to be picking up now. Limited edition lenticular hard case. Now, this is something that I like the Invasion of the Body Snatcher movies. Like, there's tons of them, and each one has its own little different take on it, which I think is pretty awesome. But this one here, the one from the 70s, I'm pretty sure this is the one. Yeah, this is the one with Donald Sutherland, right? I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah, that's the one. I'm into it. That's the one I don't have in the collection. I know that for a fact because that original poster art, I definitely don't have that. Oh yeah. Donald Sutherland. Yeah, this is one I enjoy. I enjoy this one a lot. Yeah, I'll be picking up. Looks like I'll be picking up all three of those at some point. I don't know if I'm going to be picking them up in October because of the move and all that type of stuff. And so, sometimes Imprint sends me stuff, and so I didn't even request these because of the move. I don't want to get things like lost in transit and it gets sent here and I can't get it forwarded to the new place. And so that one I'll be picking those up probably after October, after the move. Joel, hello. Have you seen The Rental 2020 horror with drama with Dan Stevens? I would love a 4K special edition. Thank you. I have not. I have not seen that one. I'm not the biggest horror hound. I do like some. I do like some horror movies, but not all of them. Let's see. Let's see this one. I know that there's been some newer horror movies that we talked about not too long ago, and that feels like it might have been one we talked about. The Rental 2020. No, because I like Alison Brie. I would have remembered that too. I think she's great. Yeah, and Dan Stevens is good. Yeah, I would have. Dave Franco directed that. Oh, I didn't know that. I'll check that one out. I have not seen it. I have not seen it. Where can I check that out? It's on AMC Plus, or you can rent it for $4. Yeah, I'll check it out. I might rent that this weekend. Thank you for that recommendation. Let's see. I already have the Arrow 4K of Carrie, and I do like the remake too. Yeah, that's the thing. I like the remake too, but I think the original is just top notch. And so, yeah, I didn't pick up the Arrow version. Did not. So yeah, that's one I'm super stoked about grabbing those Imprint titles. But yeah, I'll probably buy those in November. I think like after the move, after we get settled, and so hopefully they don't sell out because Imprint only ever does 1,500 copies of their releases. I think that was it for that stuff. And then we can dive into the new stuff as long as we have internet. Do we still have internet? Let's see. Yeah. Close this out. That was all the new stuff. And then, as always, so you can join the membership here on YouTube. And we have members only videos. We do the members live stream. There's that. But then, just like a lot of people use Patreon, I'm using the Fourth Wall Store. The Fourth Wall Store is where I have all my merch and the stuff that we sell in the store, the coffee mugs, all that stuff. And so we have new merch, and so I'll be getting rid of a lot of the older stuff. We're going to be retiring it. And I've done a lot of that now. But as the members only stuff, I'll just give you a sneak peek of this if I can get into here. So we have members only videos. And so I've been posting whatever I've posted on YouTube as far as I wasn't even sharing the whole screen. Let's see. Everything that I posted on YouTube as a members only video, I have posted over here as well. But because this works like Patreon, and it's a separate thing, I'm going to treat it that way. So not only is everything from YouTube going to be over here, but there is going to be fourth wall only content coming. And so I do have that we're working on. And so there is a membership over here. And then with that membership, you do get discounts in the store. And if you're a member on YouTube, I'll apply those same discounts. But you just got to email me or hit me up on Twitter. DM me and I'll make sure you get the discount because it doesn't even though they're connected, YouTube and Fourth Wall, it's like not connected. So we got that going on. So there's always memberships over here as well. But like I said, it works like the Patreon. And then so there's perks and all that stuff. But in the new merch, we dropped a lot of new stuff. Let's see, go to the homepage. So this is the new homepage. We got the spooky season stuff going on, and this is some of the new stuff that we have. So we have the Gorilla. So this is a great fun film, and it's something I need to pick up. So this is in public domain. It's been in public domain forever, because I also have a public domain YouTube channel, which I don't usually promote, but all I do is I upload movies that are in the public domain, and this is one. And it's funny because every time I've uploaded it, it gets flagged for copyright because there's like a company in Brazil that claims that they have like there's like a little tiny clip that they claim copyright on, and so every single time I'm like, it's in the public domain in the United States, and then this, and this, and I have to explain it, and then all of a sudden, like the claim goes away. So I don't know. There's like something about Brazil, and they try to claim American movies that are in public domain. So yeah, so we have the Gorilla. I love this movie. I think it's hilarious. You should definitely check it out. But you have the Ritz brothers, but then you have what is it? Let's see. What's this one? Anita Louise. You have Bella Lugosi's in this one. I mean, a lot of great old ones are in here. So yeah, we got that. That I'm super stoked about. I've got that on order. We have the RKO original radio picture. We got those shirts here. The color I chose here, medium and extra large, are already sold out. So we're going to have to switch out add another color. Add another color. And then this is one of my favorites. So if you know, and I've talked about this before, my two favorite animals are gorillas and an octopus. I've always loved those. And so King Kong, anything related to King Kong or gorillas, I'm super stoked about. And so this one here from the original King Kong, and he's shoving the stick down the T-Rex's mouth. So we got to eat this shirt. Super stoked about that one. And let's see, there's the membership options there. But then let's see, all products, the new stuff, the spooky season stuff that we have. This is the new 80s made logo design. We have the octopus, which again is something I'm super proud of. I think it's awesome. I designed this last night, so I was working on that, and this shirt comes in multiple different colors. So I was just trying to figure out something that could appeal to everybody, and most people do pick the black or the gray because most of the audience is guys, and that is a thing. So we do sell some of the colors, but the purple I think came out pretty sharp as well. And so these are all the shirts, all the hoodies, all that stuff is unisex. And I know a couple of them, the shirts show a female model wearing them. All the shirts are unisex. And then the pink, I think actually came out pretty sharp. So that might work out for some of the girls that watch the show and might want the merch. We got that one. Somebody asked about stickers. I've never been a huge sticker guy. Like, I used to get a lot of comic books and the stickers would get sent to me, and I thought they were weird. And so I was like, I wasn't a sticker guy, but it has been requested that I add stickers. And so I added the sticker, and then this is what I was talking about. So this one here, it's a female model, but this is the shirt. This is the shirt, the actual same hoodie that I'm wearing right now, just a different design. So we have the new logo on here, but it is a unisex shirt, and this one comes all the way up into 3X. But yeah, I really do. Let's see where my oh no, don't lose internet now. I think we're losing internet. We got that. And then into the spooky season merch, we have some of the Mad Doctor stuff. So from Mickey and the Mad Doctor, all that stuff ended up being in the public domain. So we grabbed this screenshot, and this is the design for the spooky season 2025. We have this shirt in a few color options this year. Last year we only did black and gray. And again, it was requested that we add some colors. And so there are some color options there for that. And these are going to be, the spooky season stuff is limited for the season, just like last year. And once it sells out, it sells out. And then we'll stop selling it November 1st. All that stuff's going to go away, whether we sell out or not. It's going to go away. And so last year I only had the t-shirt and the hoodie. It was the same design, and so it was sold out fast. I'm not expecting to sell out this year, but if we do, we do. And we have the Phantom of the Opera here. So this is if you have never seen the Phantom, I love this movie. It's a silent film, and I know not everybody gets into that, but we did the design here. I think that's fantastic with him with the shocked face as she removes the mask. If you haven't seen this film, but then you have the silent film quote: "Feast your eyes, glut your soul on my accursed ugliness," and so that's on the back. And then we have the Spooky Season 2025 logo there on the sleeve. And again, we have some different colors for this one as well. So we have the orange, and on my screen, it's looking like a little peach-ish, but it's orange. So it's like it's a bright orange, but it works for the season. We have black as always. Oh, this is the dark chocolate, so it's like a brown. And then again, the purple. We added in the purple this year. Same thing. So then, oh, did we show this T-shirt? Then we have the Mad Doctor T-shirt. We have purple in this one, black. Let's see. We got the vintage black, which comes out like a gray wash, and brown. So we have those options. I might change those colors up. But big fan. I do love Mickey and the Mad Doctor. As far as the Mickey Mouse shorts, the Disney shorts, that is one of my favorites and has been one of my favorites since I was a kid. And then we have this design. Again, just more simple, Spooky Season 2025 on the chest, but on the sleeve, and it's hard to see, we added in Polaroid pictures from Mickey and the Mad Doctor. They go up and down the sleeve, and so they're right there. And we have black on that, the yellow. You know, I'm a huge fan of the yellow, so I'll probably be picking that one up. And white, or sand dune. So it's like an off-white. So we have that. We have the Phantom shirt, which again, this is one of my favorites. I'll be picking this up. This one's already on order. I'm not getting the purple on that one. I think I'm getting the gray. And so we got purple and we have black. Big fan. And these ones, they go up to 5XL on these shirts. And this design, the Phantom of the Opera, this, what we'll do is when the season's over, we'll switch it to the wood frame that I use for all the other monster movies. And we'll knock off the Spooky Season logo and do that. And so we'll rebrand this Phantom and we'll stick it on the pint glasses and all that stuff, just like we did with the other ones. So it's only in the silver season or silver frame for this season, and that design is only limited till November. Again, same thing with this. We got the Spooky Season mug, got the logo there, and the Phantom as well. And so again, this one here, I don't know if we're going to keep the different mug, but definitely it's going away after the season. We got some beanies and just some more shirts. Did I double dip on that shirt? I think I got two of those shirts. Oh no, that was the hoodie. That was a hoodie. So we got the T-shirt as well. I just got to move that close to the hoodie. We got the throw blanket. And again, I don't expect to sell these blankets, but if you buy them, you buy them. And I was like, that was a cool thing because I actually wanted it, and that's why I added it. So I made it because I wanted it for myself. So we got those, but then the Spooky Season 2025 pint glass. This one again is limited, and we have the logo on the back and the Phantom on the front. So that's all the new merch. And like I said, a lot of the old stuff is going away. And these are the pint glasses that we've had since last year. These are sticking around. These are fan favorites. They're very popular. And we did just do some giveaways on these for the members only giveaways. We did the Dracula pint glass on some of those higher tiers. And we got the hoodie. And this, oh yeah, this one. This one I like too. So I'll be picking this one up myself. I'm picking up all the merch, like for real, but like initially this is not a Spooky Season one, but I'm going to grab it anyway now because I love gorillas. Big fan, love that movie. And so yeah, that's all the new merch. I don't know if you have any feedback, let me know. I'm open. I'm definitely open to feedback always. But yeah, the Spooky Season stuff is up now, and not gonna roll into a ton of Spooky Season content, but I'm getting into that mood. Like I said, I'm watching the Universal Monster stuff. I'm super excited about it. Let's see. I already have. We already talked about that. Let's see. In case you ever want to check out the Big Blue, this is the version to get. Okay, I will. And good morning, AV Pop Culture. What's up, Chase? Yo, what's up? Good morning, everyone. Oh, we got an everyone finally. Let's see. Chase with the...
Bring me everyone. What do you mean, everyone?
Good morning, good morning. Let's see. Oh, I don't know, Chase, if you're still here, it was put out. So I have, while you're here, I got a trip coming up, and I'm not going to do it's going to be during this time, and so I'm not going to do the live stream. But what I was thinking is like maybe inviting somebody on and doing like a record session, like just do like maybe an hour long interview, hang out, talk about movies or whatever, and then have that for a premiere on Saturday. We talked about that, and the members were digging either option, either whatever I decided to do. So I think that's what I want to do. But I was like, if you're free anytime this week, if you're interested, hit me up. Hit me up. I would love to maybe do like a collaboration thing like that. Let's see. Digging the gear. Thanks, brother. Thanks. Yeah, I spent some time on that. I'm really proud of the octopus. I think that's awesome. I think it came out really awesome. Ever thought about more merch that's directly connected to you and not just some open domain stuff? I've done a little bit of it, but then like that's the thing is the open domain stuff is the stuff that people buy. Like the top notch, we only sold like one or two of the top notch hoodies and stuff. And so things that are connected to the show and the inside jokes and that type of stuff. So just, I mean, I would, but I don't know what to do. So I said, like, I'm open to feedback. We got that. And I think, yeah, now that my internet's like super solid, I'm like, I think we're all done. I think we're all set. Talked about everything. Got that. Yeah, all the stuff that I want to, let me just double check here if there was any other announcements on Twitter, stuff that I might have missed, stuff that I'm excited for. What do we got? It is anything that we missed. Warner Archive is putting out Touche Turtle. Some Warner Archive stuff. Black Samson's coming out on Warner Archive. I'd pick that one up for sure. I think that's it. Yeah, nothing crazy. Death Wish 3 is coming to Kino at some point, so it's kind of down on the discs at October 28th. Death Wish 3. Oh. And then something else. Death Wish 3. And then this one. Some Clint Eastwood stuff is on sale on Amazon. That's what they were posting about. I thought it was a I was like, I thought we had that already. Yeah, a lot of Kino 4K titles seems to be on sale right now, down to $15.99 on a lot of the stuff. The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Blown Away. Some of the stuff. Prime Cut with Lee Marvin, Gene Hackman, and Sissy Spacek. All that stuff's down to $15.99. High Noon. With Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly. I might pick that one up at $15.99 for sure. And The Last Castle. Now I think that was like a one and done. I think it was a phenomenal movie. But The Last Castle, I think I passed up on that one. Let's see. Did Rocky Horror Picture Show Steelbook sell out already? Never watched the movie. Steelbook looks cool. The movie is fantastic. Now here's the thing. I'm not the biggest Rocky Horror Picture guy. But I think it's fantastic, but it also has like a huge cult following, and it's not 100% a me movie, but I think Tim Curry is amazing, and as far as like the fact that it's a musical and it's a little out there and it's something that my mother wouldn't approve of. I almost wish I watched it when I was younger. I only finally watched it just a few years ago. I picked it up on Blu-ray on a whim because it's just something I've heard of my whole life, and like the people, the cult, being a cult classic, and the huge fans of the film, like they can't get enough of it. And so I was like, I finally gave it a shot, and it's not a wholeheartedly me movie. I think like after I was done, I texted a friend who had enjoyed the film. I texted a friend and told him I hated it. But then I rewatched it not too long ago, and I was like, I don't hate it. It's just not 100% a me movie. But it's if you like musicals, it's definitely different. Definitely different. I think worth a watch for sure. Did it sell out already? Oh, let's see. I don't know if it did. Yeah, that any of the artwork that usually comes with that, they put a little bit more effort into it, I think. Rocky Horror. Pre-order pending. So they might have, yeah, it might have sold out because like they only get allotted a certain amount, right? And then so like because in the past they've oversold, and then you get that email of like, we're sorry, we're not going to send you the thing. But yeah, it says currently unavailable. We don't know when or if this item will be back in stock. I guess it's gone already. But I feel with that one, I feel not just only the fans of the film, I feel that one, you're going to be able to find them on eBay. I feel that one is going to be like the buy one, get two, or buy two, get one, or sell one guys. Those tons of those guys are going to be picking that up. And then, the speculators, Rocky Horror, anything that comes out Rocky Horror usually sells out pretty good. And let's see. I'll message you on Twitter. All right, thanks, brother. Yeah, we'll do something. Joel, my favorite movie of all time is The 25th Hour, 2002, directed by Spike Lee, Edward Norton, and Philip Seymour Hoffman. Still doesn't have a Blu-ray release. Thanks again. Oh, wow. Yeah. There's tons of movies that don't have that Blu-ray release, but yeah, 25th Hour, 2002. Yeah, that one, I think I only saw it once. That was the one that, like, it didn't directly have to do with, like, 9/11, but it was, like, around that time, I thought, like, in New York City. Let me see. Yeah, there's tons of movies that don't have a Blu-ray or a 4K, and just kinda stuck on that older format or stuck on streaming. But, yeah, it would be nice to get that one. Like I said, that was a one-time watch, and I would definitely watch it again. Like I definitely left that movie not hating it. Philip Seymour Hoffman, fantastic. Yeah, cornered by the DEA, convicted New York drug dealer Montgomery Borgen reveal. Why did I think what it does it have to do around that time of 9/11? I felt that it did, and that's why like I remember that's why I think I initially rented it. Yeah. Great cast. Barry Pepper, Rosario Dawson, Anna Paquin, Brian Cox is in this film. Yeah. This is a great movie. I have to revisit that one as well. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's see. I see it at Target. Yeah, that was something like I don't know if all the Targets stopped selling physical media in the stores, but they're online. Like they still sell Blu-rays and 4Ks. So yeah, I'll be check that out if you are not. Target still has some Blu-rays and 4Ks. All that going on. Yeah, I think that was everything I wanted to talk about today. But like I said, as always, like if you're a channel member, like you have access, just message me. I'll get back to you. But any feedback on the store, anything, hit me up. And still have some giveaways from the previous months, like Ribinator won something and then never messaged me. So yeah, message me, Ribinator. If you check this out at any point, you get this, message me. We gotta figure out that giveaway for you. And yes, 9/11. Yeah. I thought I had to do around that time. Yeah. So yeah, that's something Man, I might is that one available somewhere where I can watch it? Maybe I'll just go try to find that DVD today. Because yeah, that's something that I did remember liking it. It's just I think I rented it the one time, and I don't think I ever saw it available for sale. Any of the times I used to like shop at Best Buy, I just don't remember that one. Streaming on Prime Video. Oh, it looks like free on Prime. So yeah, I'll probably watch that one this weekend because I think that's going to be a good revisit. Thanks for reminding me. But with that, I think I'm going to end it right now. And that's it. So I'm going to end it. I'm going to hang out with the family, do that stuff, and actually, no, I'm going to send Dan the link. So we're gonna hang out. But yeah, remember to watch a movie today, and I'll catch you guys next time.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Oh, don't give me a pat. That's fine.